So it turns out the test room is not officially closed. They tweeted that out on Friday of last week, and here we are on a Monday the following week, and test room is back open. I was kind of surprised by that. I thought they were just going to push this update to live realm maybe today. I don't know. I was like, hey, are we gonna get a update on the following Monday because test room is officially closed? But they opened it back up, and there's even an update here. Spell changes were a big deal before test room even came out with all the teasers and stuff, and it seems like they've taken feedback now and they've gone through and made some changes to different spells. One of those, which you guys can see in the title and thumbnail, is Hungry Cat. This is one where I saw the updates, I saw what they were doing with this spell in my teasers, and before I even made that video I was like, hey, do you think you could possibly give Hungry Cat back the Absorb, because the Absorb makes Hungry Cat what it is to me. They said that they were reverting a lot of the Darkmoor spells back to what they were. It makes sense for them to do this for Hungry Cat, to give it back this 800 Absorb. It's so much better than the heal over time. It's actually crazy, and they've done it. Here it is. This is on test room currently. Hungry Cat now has the 800 Absorb. If we look at the spellment path for it, it is the same as it was, which I think the damage is exact same. They just added 800 Absorb to it, and then this one, if you were to go PvP in challenge mode, is the same. So let's go ahead and use this. I haven't used Hungry Cat with the Absorb in such a long time. This will be the first cast of this in actual years, because I don't know when they officially disabled it or changed it to where Hungry Cat no longer gives you that Absorb. I think it was during one of the first spell audits that they were doing, which is just sad because to me that's not Hungry Cat. This is the real Hungry Cat. Let's see if we can get a shadow and cast this. I am using my damage set. There it is. The Hungry Cat is going to destroy the Lost Soul. This is where everyone casts their spells. These poor Lost Souls. The OG Hungry Cat is back. And there it is. 800 Absorb. So good. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. I'm happy that King's Isle listened to feedback on that one, because that was my first feedback that I got from this. I was just like, you know what? If you're going to do that to other spells, if you're going to change Raging Bull back to having the smoke screen, please do that for some of the other ones. They did that for A-Bomb. A-Bomb does have the shield still. If A-Bomb gets the shield, Hungry Cat should get the Absorb. I just think that's how it is. And for PvE, it shouldn't really matter that much. Alright, I've switched to my Storm to look at some other spells that they've changed. A lot of those spells are Storm, so I do want to show you guys that on this character. But to start things off, we have a Fire change, actually. And since you can just grab all spell elements for like every school almost on any character in Test Realm, I've gone ahead and just grabbed a spell element for Raging Bull. So we can see this. Here are the Raging Bull changes. They have kept the top path the same. This is what I showed in that Fire teaser video. But the bottom path they have updated a little bit. They have updated the damage. So bottom path Raging Bull is buffed. They upgraded the damage to be a little bit more. Next update, we've got Lord of the Jungle. This one, don't really use this all my life ever, but they have changed it from the convert 50% to 10%, and then it says to a percent life blade. Not really sure what that means or what it does. I would have to test it to see what kind of blade you get, but they did change this, so I want to just, let people know that. Maybe someday in the future I'll actually use this spell in my life if I upgrade it to like 7 or 8 pips. Then maybe it could be worth it. But for now, I don't think I'm going to use it that much. I don't know how many lives actually use this spell. It is hit all, though. Okay, the next change I want to show you guys has to do with the 4-pip shadow spells. So I'm showing the death one here, Kisma's Curse. And you can see on the top path it says divided to, and then the bottom path it shows that split symbol. This used to be the same symbol as the bottom path. This used to be all just split everything. They've changed it back to divided to. The difference here is divided to will actually divide this number by however many enemies you're targeting with it. The bottom one does divide it, but it doesn't divide it by quite as much as this one will. So it doesn't just divide it in half like it would for 2 targets. It gives you a bit more favorable damage to each target rather than just dividing it by 2 if there's 2. This is a change from what I showed initially, because I was saying like, oh, all the 4-pip shadow spells are getting a buff because they're changing divided 2 to split. They've decided to put that, put that back to what it was, and now all of these are divided 2. So you will see this on all the 4-pip shadow spells. They're back to what they were. The bottom path, I think, is just unchanged. They have not changed that. Alright, so the reason I couldn't show Iron Sultan when I was giving an example of a 4-pip shadow spell is because Iron Sultan has been disabled completely for PvP and challenge mode. This is the new Iron Sultan. It has one path only, and that path is for PvE. So you can go from 1090 to 1135. That's all. That's all that Iron Sultan will do. It has the divided 2 damage, which they've changed, just like on Kisma's Curse, and yeah, that is a change there. So Iron Sultan, no PvP, no challenge mode. Same with Rusalka. This one could be a big change for PvP players because you can no longer use this in PvP. I'm wondering if they're doing this because Storm is too OP currently due to the amount of damage that they can output with these shadow spells. Don't really know. But these two have both been disabled for Storm. So this is currently on test realm. We'll see if this is what makes it to live realm. Yeah, I just want to let you guys know that one. We also have a balance spell that has been changed. Nested Fury also disabled. So this one you cannot use in challenge mode or PvP. This could be a big deal. I wonder if people use this in challenge mode. I have to wonder that, because this is a good... Actually, this is one of Balance's best AoEs. I wonder if it had a place in challenge mode. Even though challenge mode, I feel like the hitters are mostly Storm and Fire. Maybe people use this. I don't know. People probably used it for sure in PvP. So yeah, that's disabled. We have a few more here. Death has one. Death, we have Winged Sorrow. Got disabled. And a final one for life. Lamasu got disabled for PvP. So those are the spells that I found were disabled for PvP. There could be other ones that I missed. Not really sure. I did try to look through all of them, all the schools. Keep in mind that any changes that we see on Test Realm now could make it to Live Realm, because we are in week 3 of Test Realm. So anything that's currently being tested at any point, they could just shut down Test Realm again and be like, okay, this is the update that's going to make it to live, and those spells would be exactly how they are now. I don't know if they're going to change those anymore. I was pretty confused when they closed Test Realm and they didn't make any spell changes. I was like, okay, did they take any feedback from people on this, or do they not care about it? But I'm glad that week 3 of Test Realm, they've decided to go ahead and make those changes. So that is going to be it for this video. I went through, and those are all the main changes that I found to spells. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. I think it's nice that KingsIsle listens to feedback from players and takes that into consideration, because they definitely did that with the Hungry Cat and probably some of the other spells as well. That's going to do it for me, guys. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like on it. Definitely subscribe for more Wiz videos in the future. We'll see if there's any more Test Realm videos that I make, or maybe they'll just push it alive, and then we'll start playing it and running through the new gauntlet and all that. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time.